All right, let's go. Yo, sub, rock out. What it do, y'all?
Salute.
Salute, Knicks Nation.
Salute, what's good? My co-host and myself, Culley and myself, Subliminal 209, would like to welcome you to the new Blanche Tears Knicks After Party. We'll be live on Tuesdays now and Thursdays at 11 p.m. So come join us when you can in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Or for those that are going to be watching the replay, don't forget to support us and smash that like button and subscribe. You can also be a member by joining the Blanche Tears YouTube main page and pressing that join button. And that gives you different perks such as emojis, different videos that others don't get, and things such as that nature. So let's get down to the nitty gritty. Man, what a game! What a game! From the jump though, I liked seeing Burks run the point. How'd you feel about that, Kelly?
Burks looked good at his first game running the point. I mean, it wasn't his first game in general running the point, but he looked good his first. Since the lineup changed, this is his first game. Well, technically, this is his second game since the lineup changed. He had that Hawks game, if I'm not mistaken. Was it the Hawks game?
It was the Hawks game because I've been on vacation, so I haven't been watching any of the games though.
Right.
I just got back yesterday, so this morning I was watching the Atlanta game that we won. And I saw Burks out there, but just seeing that quick adjustment, I was like, man, it's gonna be a good game. It's gonna be a good game. Tibbs is learning. So is Kemba just a healthy scratch, or is there something medically wrong with him that you know about?
What was the first thing you said? Is Kemba just a what?
A healthy scratch.
A healthy scratch?
Yeah, is he a healthy scratch, or is there something medically wrong with him?
No, he out of rotation. No, he out of rotation, sub. Where you been, bro?
I've been on vacation. I've been in Philly. You know what I'm saying? I've been in DC. You know what I'm saying? I've been moving.
He's a funny dude.
I got back. Like I said, I just got back yesterday. I had to go to work.
He benched Kemba, yo.
Yeah, well, like I said, I saw the game, the Atlanta Hawks game, and I saw Burke starting, but I didn't hear any rumblings of is Kemba hurt or healthy.
That we telling you right now, bro.
Okay, well, that's good then. Yeah. That's good. That's even better. You know what I'm saying? That lets us know that he's no longer moving forward. The way Fournier played tonight, except that clutch three that came off the bench cold, I was like, ooh, is it Evan time? Are they gonna pass on the ball? But he didn't think about it. He just let it rip. So I don't know. Is he the next guy to move, or do we move? I mean, is he the next guy to get traded or get out of the rotation himself? But that's another conversation. Do we want to go back?
No, we can have that conversation.
Okay.
We can, because we at the 20 game mark. You know what I mean? We're at the 21 game mark, 20 game mark. So we can speculate there. You can throw that out there. His name's been thrown around. His name's been thrown around since he got signed. You know what I mean? As far as trade movements. So my opinion, of course, I'm always have my opinion. Me, I don't think he. My thing is, as far as the trade things go, my thing is, who are we getting? We got to finesse a team, because guys that are playing good for their team, their teams are not looking to let them go. You know what I mean? Their teams are not looking to just trade them so easy. So this is a difficult thing to think about. You know what I mean? It's something to think about. I don't see we can get somebody for 48. It's just who,
or just getting him out of the starting. You know what I'm saying? Starting two, because I didn't like that when RJ got moved down to the three.
Right.
From the jump, you know what I'm saying? Then you know what I'm saying? I heard rumblings that maybe kicking him to the second unit. You know what I'm saying? This is supposed to be one of our cornerstone players, and you just keep moving him down the line. You know what I'm saying? Like he's gonna after Jules, he's gonna be the next guy to get the contract, get the bag. So Why are you trying to do him like that for? You know what I'm saying? Like if he's a natural 2, keep him at a natural 2 and bring in that 3 that we need, or move somebody like Burks or somebody like that to the 3. Meanwhile, just as temporary. But like I said, just when I saw Burks out there running, running the unit, the first, the first unit, everything was fluid. Everybody was moving. Jules was out there, getting involved, passing the ball. There Burks and Mitch were out there double teaming on Harden, right? Right off the jump. I'm saying there's a lot of movement, and, a lot of activity in the beginning of the first game. I mean, the beginning of the first quarter. So it was, exciting to watch. Nobody was just standing still watching other people go to work. And then just to see that matchup with KD and Jules, I'm saying from the jump that they were just going to go head up. Superstar versus all-star. You know what I mean? And it came down to the wire at that, though. So, I mean, it was just nice to see those types of matchups. And then, with the starting lineups, we had Mitch in there, and I noticed they had LaMarcus Aldridge as their center. So I was like, they really didn't have a rim protector throughout the whole game. You know what I'm saying? That team generally, didn't have it. So I was like, okay, he's gonna eat. He's gonna eat. And they were feeding him too. They were feeding Mitch on the oops. You know what I'm saying? He was getting down there in the post. He had a little spin layup right there under the rim where a little ballerina layup. But yeah, he was doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? What I didn't like was Randall settling too many fadeaway jumpers on KD when he has that power and that strength, you know what I'm saying, to post up a lighter frame player like a KD. And then you flip it on them the other way when you're going up against an old man like Paul Millsap. Then you take him out to the 3-point line and shake and bake and razzle and dazzle and take him to the cup at that point. You know what I'm saying that's what Randall needs to learn is his personnel and what moves to do when you're going up against certain players. I'm saying, but other than that, though, he had that nice little no look pass to Mitch. You know what I'm saying, from the 3-point line, and then Mitch yammed it with 2 hands. So I mean, he was doing his thing. He was out there hustling. He just came out with a lot of energy. You know what I'm saying, and that's what I feel that Burks bring to the table. You know what I'm saying, he wasn't just standing out there watching, Kemba shake and bake or whatever, you know what I'm saying? He was actually involved in, what I'm saying, in a lot of the plays in the beginning, offense and defense, you know what I'm saying? He was having steals, he was, you know what I'm saying, he was playing defense on KD. I mean, I was just really impressed in the beginning of the game with how fluid things were going. You know what I'm saying? Right. How'd you feel about the lineup, or you know what I'm saying, or whatever?
Fan of the lineup, not yet at least. There's one game to tell. This is one game to tell. So this is loss number 1. It was a good. We won it. We won in morality, I guess. But this is loss number 1 since the lineup changed. Not saying anything bad. So I can't really say yet. We did look good. We looked good. I guess that might have woke guys up. I think it more so woke guys up. Like anybody, like anyone's touchable. No one's untouchable. So I think it shook some guys up. Guys who wasn't playing well, it shook them up. I can honestly say that. And the guys that was already playing well, it was just another Tuesday for them. And today happens to be Tuesday. But yeah, so I think it was just another night for the guys that had been playing hard. IQ came out there, he did his thing. Rose did his thing. Randall did his thing. He's been up and down this season. Mitch kind of been funny to me, in my opinion. He was all right tonight, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Aside from that last call was some BS. Like my man Tone Wu said regarding the Knicks podcast. Like, that last call was horrible. And I think that sold us out. But the refs sold us out all game. I need a stat on like how many fouls they against.
Yeah, we weren't getting no calls. Yeah, we weren't getting no calls in the beginning of the game. There was hand checking IQ. You know what I'm saying? That they were just all with their hands in the cookie jar. Then on the flip side, the Nets were getting all the calls.
Right.
So, are you serious? I mean, call it both ways. Don't be lopsided with the game. I mean, if you're gonna let them be physical, let them be physical. Just don't be out there, playing it on one side. You know what I'm saying? Letting Brooklyn get all the calls. So I was like, man, if it's gonna be like this, it's gonna be a long night. You know
right.
But then just the different lineups. You know, you had Rose, you had IQ. You know what I'm saying? The small ball lineup that was out there. You know, I was like, okay, I did like that lineup, and then you know Tibbs just threw out a couple lineups out there. He started Grimes, you know, in the second half, and I think Fournier was in it. Oh no, because RJ had got sick. Yeah, that's what had happened was RJ.
Yeah, RJ got sick. What was that about? I'm trying to figure out what that's about.
Well, he's been sick. He's been having some symptoms. They were saying it was just protocol. It was just protocol. It was what it was going through. But I give him props though for going out there and playing though. You know what I'm saying, and giving it a try though, because I played with the flu. You know what I'm saying, when I was a youngin too though. You know what I'm saying, and in the middle of the game, you know what I'm saying, I go to the scoring table and I throw up in the garbage can. You know
I played with a stomach virus.
Yeah.
One day I was throwing up all day, and I begged my mom to take me to the game. Anyway. I just wanted to play. I just wanted to play. I'm like, man, forget that. I went to. I think I'm not. I mean, not to go off the topic. I think halftime I threw up, and then I came back, finished the game, and threw up right when the game was over. I had a bad stomach virus. Now that happens though. Yeah, man. I'm playing through sickness. Yeah, that happens. So hopefully RJ is good going forward, man. Hopefully he's back in time. He might be out He might be out though. So I guess that that also leads to another convo, man. It might be some more lineup changes. You know, it might be some more roster shakeups, starting lineup shakeups. So maybe Grimes, maybe Burke. Who knows? Maybe we don't know. When's the next game? Is it Thursday? Friday?
Thursday again. Chi-Town.
Oh yeah, Chi-Town again. Oh my God, I'm tired of them. So you never know. We might get maybe we will get Kimba back if he's missing, or maybe he's gonna put Grimes at the 3. I will say though, you put Grimes at the 3 in place of RJ, man. You got some defense out there. I will say you got some type of defense on the perimeter. You got a young, fresher leg. Hopefully, I just hope because that you don't know. I don't think RJ's playing. I would think if he left, I would think he's out. He may be out for maybe some games. I would think that's just me. So if I had to hypothetically speculate, I'm gonna say Grimes may get his chance, man. I kind of want to see that. I would love to see that, man.
He did, like I said, he did have his chance in the beginning of the second half, but then Tibbs pulled him, you know what I'm saying, after a couple minutes. And I don't think it was his fault. Everybody, came out flat-footed in the second half. There was no energy with nobody. So I don't just blame it on him.
Right.
That's when Brooklyn went on their run,
right,
and started scoring because there was no kind of communication going on. There was no energy going on. People weren't switching like they were in the beginning of the game. The double teams that Evan and Mitch or Burks and Mitch were doing on Harden. That just suddenly stopped. So that's what I'm saying. I was like, what is going on over here? Then Tibbs just had to make that quick adjustment though. I'm liking what I'm seeing out of Tibbs. He's having a short leash right now on a lot of the players and pulling them and throwing somebody else and kind of tinkering.
What type of coaches? Not to cut you off, Sub. You know what type of coaches I like, man? I like coaches that they make adjustments every. I don't know. I think that's just me. I think I just like coaches that are very active on the sideline. I like coaches that are very active and not okay with losing on the sideline. And Tibbs can be that, but I like coaches that sometimes I like coaches that'll pull a guy if he's playing bad, like right away and make an adjustment or getting the refs, behind when the refs call something stupid. I think I like coaches like that. See, because it comes off to me like the coach has control of their team, like they have control and they have it's like a trick. It's like throwing a card out there, throwing a card to win the game, to win a card game. That's how I look at it with a coach. The right rotation is like throwing out the right card. Like if you're playing crazy eights, you ace. You're not aces when you lose, you know what I mean? But yeah.
And that's what he did though. When we started scoring, when we started playing Obi and what I'm saying, and Rose went out there and IQ went out there, and then we started getting those fast break transition with Burks and Steals, you know what I'm saying? And then we started making that run again,
right?
Because we brought that energy. So, with KD and Harden, they're more of a half court team. You know what I'm saying? They get in there in their dribbles and going through the legs, step backs, and jumpers, and whatever. But we, as a young team, you know what I'm saying, when we play against those kind of playoff teams, by pushing it, you know what I'm saying, we're able to get those easy buckets. We're able to get the youngins moving, you know what I'm saying, without just thinking and just reaction, you know what I'm saying. It's all muscle memory from practice, from running around screens and you know what I'm saying, and Obi leaking out, you know what I'm saying. He was getting a lot of those easy yams, early in the game. And then you saw towards the end of the game, he was pissed when he got pulled from the game. I'm saying he threw his hands up and everything at Tibbs, like why are you taking me out of the game?
Mm-hmm.
But at that point, I was with Tibbs though, because I was like, they're shooting, but if they miss those threes, if they miss those jumpers, that's it. We're not getting any second chance points. Mm-hmm. So I was with him on throwing Mitch back in there because Mitch is going to clean that glass up though. It just came down to the wire 1-on-1. Mano, what I'm saying, and the best man won.
Yeah, y'all showing the highlights now from the TNT. I'm just looking.
I just barely finished watching the game before we got on. Like I told you, I'm behind schedule, bro. I'm way behind. You know what I'm saying? Like the game's I'm at work. So yeah, though, but yeah, I was impressed with the pressing. The pressing, in the second quarter with Rose, IQ, and Evan. They did a 3-man press
right
in the beginning of the half where those were up there. So I was like, okay, that's a little different out there. Got Evan out there, full court press. I was like, all right.
What looked the most deadly was Randall actually slashing, rolling, and all that, cutting to the basket, everything. He looked great doing that, He looks so deadly when he does do that.
Because he had the mismatch. He had the strength on KD, and all he had to do is just and Millsap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and they had no rim protector, so that's what he needed to do more was get to the cup. I'm like, put your head down, Randall. Get to the cup. There's nobody that's gonna stop you. There's no one that's gonna block you. You ain't got nothing to worry about. You know what I'm saying? Take that and one. You know what I'm saying? You're either going to get fouled or you're going to get the L1 or you're going to get the charity stripe and you're going to, you know what I'm saying, hit that, get them 3 points the old-fashioned way. But he was just settling for those, those little fadeaway jumpers. I'm like, come on, right now is not the time. This is, and that's the thing is nobody's telling him that. Where's the teammates? Where's the guys that tell him, tell him, all right, it's time for you to go to work. Time for you to go to work. And towards the end, he was doing it a little bit, Every time he put his head down and got to the cup, it was he was getting them buckets. But I mean, I'm not really trying to nitpick too much though, because overall he did do a good job. But every once in a while he has those boneheaded plays like getting teed up at the end of the game when
he's not Rasheed Wallace, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Just play the game, Like, I heard he was in the air all game, man. That's what they said. He's on them all game, man. Just play the game, Randall. Stop getting so emotional, yo. Oh, it makes me so mad, yo.
Because you're not going to change their minds. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to change your minds.
I hate when guys do it. They're not going to change. I mean, the best you can do is review the call, but you only get like one of those. You get like 1 or 2 of those a game. Like, let it go, man. Oh my goodness, just let it go, yo. Just play the game. Remember, and then see, Tibbs he couldn't review anything anymore because he already used it. He had no timeouts, none of that. Play the game, Randall. You gotta be smart, yo. That's where IQ comes in. Just knowing a game situation. Okay, knowing we have no timeouts left. Knowing I gotta stay cool. I get a tag. We can't review it. We can't review it no more. You already use it. Like, come on, man. In a game like this, I'm not saying that's his fault. It's not Randall's fault, but just things like that. He has to stop being emotional, man. His emotions are gonna cost him more losses than wins.
Yeah, but why isn't Tibbs telling him this. This is something that's consistently happening, you know what I'm saying, every other game it seems like, or you know what I'm saying, like tonight in crunch situations. So if it's not the players, then it's Tibbs' job to pull him to the side and let him know, as our leader, you need to make better decisions. You know, and then right after that, he loses the ball. He brings, you know, he tries to get to the cut because he's so emotionally, you know, distorted that he's not in this game no more. And we know that Randall cannot play angry. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like back when you say, he's like, Tibbs is trying to tell him he ain't listening. Yeah, I think Tibbs already gave him that too much power, man, to make him think that he could just do everything that way, man. Tibbs already gave him that he got him feeling that he could do all that stuff, yo. Just curse the refs out, argue with the refs. But yeah, yo, it's annoying now. They gave that man too much leeway already.
That's what I'm saying. Like IQ, he waits till there's a timeout, a dead ball, you know what I'm saying? Somebody shooting a free throw.
Yeah, I know.
Then go plead his case at that time. Do it then. That is the exact right time to go talk to the refs.
Not only that, that's not leadership when you're arguing with the refs, yo. The whole team is getting back on defense. It's not leadership. But I mean, I'm not gonna get on Randall's case. I'm gonna leave Randall alone tonight.
No, that's my guy. Don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? That's my guy though. But as far as, you know what I'm saying, it's just whoever gets paid the most. You know, whoever gets paid the most, whoever the closer is, which is another conversation I want to have. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, whoever has the ball the majority of the time in their hands. You know, because he was playing a lot of the point forward himself tonight too. It wasn't just Burks. You know what I'm saying? It was IQ bringing the ball down. It was Burks bringing the ball down. It was Randall bringing the ball down. It was Rose bringing the ball down. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, everybody got a chance to play a little bit of the point because we don't have a floor general point guard that's going to facilitate and elevate everybody's game and get them in position. You know what I'm saying? And we have point guards that are going to set a pick and pick and roll, or pick and pop, or, you know what I'm saying, just one quick read and keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna facilitate and orchestrate the whole offense and and point fingers and directions on where to go and things like that. That's just not the personnel that we have. But we have plenty of ball handlers and plenty of Swiss Army knives that we can play this positionless basketball with multiple, you know what I'm saying, ball handlers at any given time. And that's what makes it so fun to watch, though. You know what I'm saying? That ball movement with, a Rose and a Burks and an IQ, you know what I'm saying, and a Randall, and then you can throw Obi in there, and that's really fun to watch. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the funnest lineups I enjoyed watching. So yeah, I'm glad that he's making those adjustments in certain times, and if it's not working, he's quick to pull the trigger and try something else. So I was happy to see that, and there was a lot of highlight moves with the Rose. Rose was going between the legs, behind the back, crossover, hit a little midi on Millsap. So that was one of the nice highlights I seen Rose do. And the other one was like the nice up and under with the left hand, offhand off layup. I was like, ooh, I had to rewind that a couple times and watch that. So I mean, like I said, those guys are fun to watch, you know what I'm saying? Obi with the bullet pass, you know what I'm saying, to Noel, and it just bounced off his head. You remember seeing that? You remember seeing that one?
Yeah.
It was hilarious. Like, not only does he not have no hands, but he can't see the ball coming either. You know what I'm saying? So
I got no hands, yo. None.
Just no basketball awareness of.
And I wanted to ask you, what do you think of Obi, man?
I mean, Obi's been pretty consistent this year. You know what I'm saying? We saw a lot of what he does on leaking out. I was hoping his game would translate from what we saw in preseason, where he took the guy off the balance, crossed him, did a spin move, last left hand. I was like, oh my gosh, if he does that at least once a game, you know what I'm saying? Like that's just gonna open things up, he's still not strong enough to post people up. he's not shooting as many threes as he did last year, but he wasn't making them last year either. So I'm okay with that. You know, he'll be out there at the 3-point line, then they'll close out on him, and he'll get to the cup. You know what I'm saying? And he just needs to finish stronger. And like I said, I said that previous times that he gets in the air. It's like the wind blows and just pushes him off course. Like he needs to finish stronger at the rim, because there was a time where he did that and Millsap kind of hit him, and Millsap, I guess he tried to take the charge, but he wasn't committed to it, and OB was able to go to the line though. But just, you know what I'm saying, finish on him. What he needs to work more on his strength. You know what I'm saying, not too much strength where like Mitch, where you're slowing, you know what I'm saying, it changes the way you play the game. You know what I'm saying, it slows you down maybe. So just a little bit of strength as far as just finishing at the rim like that. You know what I'm saying, instead of, because he ends up on the ground all the time when he goes airborne. So that's something I would like to see him work on. Nothing too major. You can do that as the season goes on. You know what I'm saying? There's plenty of games that we're in. This game 21. So I mean,
game 21.
Yeah. So I mean, there's plenty of time to build up that strength. You know what I'm saying? But it's like Mitch. You know, with Mitch building all that strength. You know, when Mitch was lighter in his rookie year, he was blocking a lot of 3-pointers, and he blocked James Harden. You know what I'm saying? In his rookie year. This game today, I saw him, you know, on the island with James Harden. He couldn't even close out. I mean, there was a big gap as far as him closing out on James Harden. So he doesn't have that quickness, you know, athletic ability anymore to close out like he did, you know, younger, thinner. Yeah, he got that big boy weight now. And I mean, he's able to bang down there with other guys though, but I'm not sure if that was the right call. You know what I'm saying? There's a big difference from being stronger and gaining a little bit of weight. You know what I'm saying? So now he's like a heavyweight. You know what I'm saying? There's different weight classes, and he just went from you know, bantamweight to heavyweight, and I think he just needs to lose more, you know, more weight and be able to be more mobile. Yeah, I mean, but he's still, his presence out there, you know, people don't want to go into the paint when he's there. You know, it's like
we had the rim protection, they didn't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When I saw that matchup with LaMarcus Aldridge out there, I was like, okay, he's gonna eat. And then number 55, I'm not even sure who that was though, but there's another guy, and I'm like, he's not blocking anybody either though. You know what I'm saying, so I wasn't worried about that. So I was like, at least we're gonna get the boards though. And I thought he did a good job overall though. You know, guarding those players like LaMarcus Aldridge, because LaMarcus Aldridge, he does have that patent, you know, fadeaway jumper. You know what I'm saying? He's I think they showed the stat right there. He's number 1 in percentage in the media in fadeaway jumpers.
I think he's averaging about 13, 15, if I'm not mistaken.
I mean, that's what I'm saying.
You know, 10, 12, around there.
I mean, for
he's having a solid year for them. He's having a stellar year for them right now.
I watched him for many years out here in Portland. You know what I'm saying? Like he was doing.
Yeah.
I was out here doing his thing.
30, 28, 24, 24, 26. That man was almost MVP one year, man, if I'm not mistaken. Almost.
I'm not sure about that, but okay. I'm gonna just agree with you on that then.
So you're not sure about that? He had a good year, man. He had some good. Most he was that dude for at least one season, man. Before he went to go to San Antonio, his contract, he was that dude, man. But,
he was solid. He was solid at that point. He got the pick and choose where he wanted to go at that point. He was like, yeah, I want to go back home. So that's
our Knicks wanted him, man. He was almost. I ain't gonna get into that story, man. But he was on a flight on his way to New York, man, to get an interview, and they messed it all up. But it's whatever.
Damn you, Popovich.
Yeah, no, damn you, Phil Jackson. That's what it really was. But yeah. So.
Yeah. So I mean, I was impressed with a lot of the players. You know, Rose's quickness and getting to the cup and not settling for too many jumpers. You know, he had an open three and he made the right pass to Burks, and Burks hit the three, and he still has that juice. He still has that burst. You know what I'm saying? To get to the cup when he wants to. So I mean, that's nice to see, man. I enjoy watching Rose go out there. He just reminds me of just a uber athletic 8th grader that just is 5'9", 5'7", just super faster than everybody else. You know, can't yam yet, but could just do all the under the rims. You know what I'm saying? Under the rim, not above or below the rim. You know what I'm saying? Below the rim moves. You know, rocking the baby. You know what I'm saying? Changing hands in midair. You know, changing direction of who you're going to pass it to in midair as you're going out of bounds. You know, those types of things. He still has that feline quickness, as Clyde would say. You know, and
that's funny. Yeah, with him, I would love to see at least one more dunk before he retires, man. At least one more. Whether it's a regular one hand flush or two hand or back scratcher, I just need to see one more dunk from Rose. Just one more.
Playoff time.
Playoff time. When you'll see it. That's when you'll probably see the best of D Rose. Mm-hmm. It has to be a playoff time, but it's all good. I just need to see one more. He's one of my favorite players, man. I'm happy he's in New York. Gotta love Derrick Rose, man.
Yeah, I'm happy to have him here. I'm happy that our squad's looking good. You know what I'm saying? Burks, Burks is the way this Burks plays. It reminds me of like a low budget Jordan. You know what I'm saying? Like he changes because he changes in midair too. Though he changes in midair, not like. Not side to side, but just a quick little adjustment, just a little quick adjustment. You know what I'm saying? Like in the air. And then his feet are they're never set. Like he has this kick out, you know what I'm saying, where his legs are kicked out, even if he's doing a fadeaway jumper at the 3-point line, just like he's kind of off balance, you know what I'm saying, when he takes the shots, you know what I'm saying? It just reminds me of a like I said, a low budget Jordan-ish. And he's from last year. He's been closing out games for us last year, and he's been making big shots for us this year and last year. So, that $10 million 3 years deal doesn't look too bad right now. So we need those type of role players. We need those Swiss Army knives. Whether you're gonna be a second unit 3 or a backup, 1 or situational 1 here like he's doing now. You need those types of guys, and he just flies under the radar. He doesn't really demand, what I'm saying, too much attention, and he gets you buckets, microwave score when you need it. And I thought he did a pretty good job, guarding Harden, out there. Harden was going to eat regardless. You know what I'm saying? That's those kind of superstars.
Not to cut you off, I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't expect Harden to eat this game. I've seen him as shaky all season. I didn't expect him to have a good game like he did today. He had a good game today. It looked like he might find him. It looked like I'm sorry for the stuttering. It looks like he might find himself again, like sometime soon in the season, maybe at the midpoint. Like he may get himself back, but I didn't expect him to go off today. I expected KD really, and maybe a role player like I expected more like just a random guy like I think Bruce Brown is hurt too. I expected more so from Aldridge really. Aldridge and KD to really go off here. I didn't really expect Harden to go off. Yeah, Machiavelli Wealthy. I know you like Harden, man. I know that's your man. Yeah, I did not expect that, yo. He looked solid, man. They needed Harden for that win. If Harden went missing, we would have won that. They needed him. Every last bit of Harden they needed, yo.
Yeah, but like I said though, they were doubling him in the beginning of the game and making it difficult. Then they kind of went away from that and just let him get into his rhythm. And
right.
That's where they messed up though, because once scorers get into their rhythm and then a couple shots go down, it's over with.
Oh yeah, they see the ball go in the basket, it's over.
Mm-hmm.
You can just about forget it,
Yeah. So as far as that, though, I mean, we had a lot of steals, we had a lot of deflections with that, with the Hugh Burks and and Obi, you know what I'm saying, and Rose. So I was impressed. It was fun to watch the ball move. It was fun to watch those fast breaks. Because if you remember last year, we were dead last in fast breaks.
Right, left in pacing too. Yeah.
Yeah. So now with these guys, you see it. You see them looking at. I mean, Obi wasn't getting a lot of oops, but he was getting a lot of fast breaks this game, which was nice. And I mean, that's just fun to watch.
Yeah, Obi leaks out, man. I gotta give Obi that. He tries to get a bucket. He moves around all the time. He's very active. We need that. That's the same thing we needed from Randall tonight. We got it, man. Randall was very active, just moving around, going to the basket. That's what we need, man. We don't always need these jump shots. Him attacking was very deadly, man, because he's a strong dude, man. Just put pressure on that paint, They don't have no rim protection. Put pressure on Aldridge. Take him out of that game, man. Put pressure on Millsap. Guy like Millsap ain't doing nothing no more. He's past them days where he was effective.
Yeah, but that's what they were trying to do. That's why they went with the small ball to spread everybody out, you know what I'm saying, and open up the middle so Randall could go to work and get to the cup, you know what I'm saying? Because we know those kind of guys aren't gonna block, you know what I'm saying? Blocking. Mm-hmm. But when I saw RJ wasn't coming back the second half, I was like, oh, that's interesting. Now who's gonna get his minutes then? You know what I'm saying? Like who's gonna take that spot? You know what I'm saying? And then I saw Grimes in there. I'm like, oh, it's grind time. It's grind time. And then, oh man, 2 minutes later, Grimes gets pulled out. I'm like, oh, okay, now who's next? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then Fournier was sitting on the bench that whole time. You know what I mean? Like cold. So I'm liking what I'm seeing from Tibbs. You know what I'm saying? He's not just beating a dead horse and you know what I'm saying and expecting, you know what I'm saying, different results and expecting, because every game last year I turn on the game, I'm like, oh my gosh, why is Alfred Payton starting again? Please. Like before the game starts, I'm like, please don't let Alfred Payton be the starter. And then sure enough, Alfred Payton was the starter. So he's learning though, you know what I'm saying? I guess the old dog can learn new tricks. You know what I mean? Because he learned from last year's embarrassment in the playoffs to seeing them again for the first time this year. When I watched it, those adjustments right there of playing against Atlanta, playing that fastball, that fast pace, and a lot of the young teams, that's what they do. You know what I'm saying? Is they run and gun, and they just weren't ready. They just weren't ready for us. And if it wasn't for those two superstars, you know what I'm saying, we would have had the game. You know what I'm saying? We just have one borderline all-star. You know what I'm saying? If the votes were to happen today, he would not be in the all-star, you know what I'm saying, conversation. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said as far as borderline. Now, if you on the flip side though, most definitely those two other cats and KD and Harden would be in the game, you know what I'm saying, in the all-star game. So that's another conversation to have is it time? You know what I'm saying? We got the first is tomorrow, right? So we got 15 days till the trade, is officially able to start.
I just realized. Oh yeah, I forgot about today's date.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Today's the first. So first of the month.
Will be in 20 minutes. Wow.
In 20 minutes. Okay.
I was even thinking about that. Oh shoot.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying though. Like, when it comes down to the wire, should the ball be in Randall's hands? He seems like the pressure just seems to be too much. You know what I'm saying? He's yelling at the refs. He's dribbling the ball, losing the ball. You know what I'm saying? He's settling for jumpers. You know what I'm saying? Like, and everybody else is just standing around watching. Like, at least set a pick for the man. You know what I'm saying? Like, at least set a pick. Set a double screen. Something, you know what I'm saying? Let him get
moving. Yeah. I'm looking at the Warriors game. That's all they do is set them all day. We're not the Warriors, but they set them. They set the screens all day. They're active. If you look at these West Coast teams, they're all active. Somebody's moving around. Nobody's sitting watching. Everybody's moving around. You don't sit and watch. It's just you don't win games like that, That's like the 90s to the early 2000s way of basketball. When you had ISO heavy players, you don't just sit and watch, yo. You move around, you cut, you do something. That's what we need. We need everybody to be active, yo. Cut back door, cut slash something, yo. Something. So yeah, that's what we need, yo. We need slashing. But yeah, Randall, as far as in the clutch, I'm gonna say no. It's not the guy. I'd rather a guard. Because the thing is with Randall, it's nothing against Randall. It's just the league has him figured out. Just like the league gets everybody else figured out. But he's easy to figure out. I mean, you know which way he's going. You probably might want to force him to his right. You know what I mean? Maybe he can go right, take the little left. He'll take that shot, that little, the fade away to the left. But, yeah, he's almost predictable at times. He's almost predictable at times. He has to be unpredictable. And it's easy to slow down a guy that's just not. It's easy to slow down a guy that's just not that quick. It's not like he's the fastest guy. He's mobile. He's a mobile power forward, but it's easy to slow him down in the clutch. It's easy to read him. Unless you have a play drawn up for him, it's easy to read him. If he's isoing, it's easy. All they gotta do is clamp down on him in like 2 or 3 seconds left if the game's in the clutch. You know what I mean? Hey, so you gotta go through. We need the guards to close out. Guards are more unpredictable. That's just me. Set some screens for them. You know what I mean? Set some screens for the guards. A guy like Fournier, set a screen for him. He just give him a little room to operate. I mean, I think if I'm not mistaken, it seems like that was a play that was drawn up for him. The play, that shot that he hit that tied the game up. And look, the play was drawn up for him. It was a screen. If I'm not mistaken, he came around the screen and just popped it. Boom. Those are plays we need. Yo. I'm like, whoa, I've never seen a play like that in Knicks history in a long time, where a guy got open for a good shot at the basket that he didn't have to force up. Whoa. That was a good shot by Fournier, yo. Good shot. Those are plays we need. And those are plays that we need over the course of the game, not just in clutch moments, not just in 5 seconds left and all that stuff. We need plays like that ran consistently, back to back. And then you take elements from that play and run it again. Set a screen for Fournier. He comes around our screen. He's open. Two people collapse on him. Somebody's rolling. That's kind of like what the Warriors do. It just, they'll put 2 defenders on Curry. Somebody slashes. He catches them. He hits them as they roll to the basket. It's just simple basketball. It's just simple basketball. You never get stable. I mean, you never get stagnant like that. You get stagnant, you lose. Today's game, that's the best thing you can do. The good defenders at an NBA level, it's the best thing you can do is get stagnant, yo. It's the best thing. You make everybody's job easier. Move around without the ball, yo. That's all it is.
Yeah, and to kind of just go off Randall closing and stuff. I mean, he had a big challenge ahead of him today. You know what I'm saying? He was going against KD. You know what I'm saying? He's guarding him. You know what I'm saying? He had 9 boards. He's facilitating. You know what I'm saying? He's, like I said, that no-look pass to Mitch with the 2-hand yam. He had 8 assists, and he's out there hustling as a power forward. You know what I'm saying? At 250, and then you want him to close the game. You know what I'm saying? Like he's got no gas in the tank at that point. I feel like he doesn't need to be the closer. You know what I'm saying? Like, let him do all those other things. Let him get his triple-double. He had 24 points today. You know what I'm saying? Like, let him build up his stats, and when it comes down to crunch time, you know what I'm saying? Pass the ball around and find the open man. Simple, like you said, simple basketball, simple Golden State Warriors, run some sets, you know what I'm saying? Run some sets and get the guy that's open. Look at Burks, man. He had 25 points today. Burks was on fire. You know what I'm saying? Burks is lighting it up today. So, I mean, there's other guys who can score. There's D Rose who could get to the cup, you know what I'm saying, when he needs to. Set a screen for D Rose and let him get going. And he got Emmanuel Quickly who wasn't really on today. But
I like Emmanuel Quickly's playing defense though. He was very active. He was still active. You know what I mean?
No, most definitely. His defense has picked up dramatically. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, he was pressing at full court, 94 feet. he's all in your chest. His defense has picked up a lot. It wasn't as noticeable today though, where he's not before, like I mentioned, there's games where he's backpedaling, he's pointing at the wing players, whether it's a Burks or if D Rose is playing the two at that time, kind of just telling them get over there to the three and don't let that guy eat out there. I got the point guard, and he's down there in no man's land between the block and the 3-point line because he's trying to help out over there, and he has head on a swivel. He's just bouncing up and down. But yeah, I mean, he was in the passing lanes today. You know what I'm saying? He leaked out a couple times and had that. I don't remember if it was a layup. Yeah, he leaked out and someone caught him on the layup. So I mean, you're not gonna be out there putting cuffs on everybody at times though. But
you're not, yo. That's why I'm like. My friend said he would rather have. He asked me, "What would you rather have, a defensive liability or offensive?" I told him a defensive, yo, because like today's NBA is all offense, yo. It's all offense. If we was to get a guy out there right now that can't shoot threes, we would look bad. The spacing would look bad. However, I do want a nice perimeter defender on this team. I would love one, but hey, I don't know. That's neither. I digress from that right now. So I digress right now.
But I mean, to have the team that we have right now, and to go through our ups and downs, and the game of runs, because how the game is always a game of runs, and we were able to get back in the game at that point. At the end of the third quarter, the beginning, our third quarter has been our Achilles heel even since last year. And we had that deficit, and we came back for a minute, and at the end of the 3 minutes in the end of the third quarter, we were able to rally the troops and get back on the same page though. So it was nice that nobody put their head down, and as a unit we were able to come back and give them a run for their money. I mean, we almost had that game. You know what I'm saying? I was like, are we gonna pull this one off? You know what I'm saying? It would have been nice though, but to win against Atlanta and to barely lose against Brooklyn, you know what I'm saying? There is a bright light at the end of the tunnel with what we have right now. And we're not done yet, you know what I'm saying? Tibbs is still making his adjustments. The front office is still they're still trying to, weed out players on who's gonna be here and who's not, you know what I'm saying? That's why we didn't make any big signings. Everybody was a 2-year, third-year option, you know what I'm saying? We wanted that, that chemistry with players. The second unit is still the same, and we thought we were going to get something out of Kemba, but I mean, we tried that experiment, and we're moving on from it. So, like I said, we're weeding players out. We're giving other players a try. If Jericho Sims would have played tonight too, that would have been another dynamic. You know what I'm saying?
There's more athleticism for us, man. I thought so too.
We would have had more. You know what I'm saying? We would have had another Mitch out there. I'm at the point where I'd rather have Jericho Sims out there than Nerlens Noel. You know what I'm saying?
Me too, man. Butterfingers, man. We need a lob threat. A lob threat is always good to have. It's part of the modern NBA. I mean, Noel's a great defender, but the modern NBA, just the lob threats and.
But that's all he gives you, though. You know what I'm saying? That's all Noel's gives you is rim protection. And Jericho Sims is more fundamentally sound, where he's not going to make those bullheaded mistakes. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna be a solid, fundamental player, where he still has the quickness and IQ that to guard the perimeter if he gets stuck out there on an island with a guard, where he's just not going to get cooked or fall for the, you know what I'm saying, the banana in the tailpipe, you know what I'm saying, and get caught in the air or whatever, you know what I'm saying. He's going to stay grounded. They're going to pump fake him, and he's just going to put his hands straight up, you know what I'm saying. Like, he's a solid player. He's learning, you know what I'm saying. He's been sitting next to old man Taj, you know what I'm saying, picking his brain And Taj had mentioned it too, though. He was like, "Man, this young cat right here is giving me a run for my money, and he's making me want to play better." So, even though he may not be saying much on the court, he's watching and observing and getting whatever information he can from Taj. You know what I'm saying? So, so I'm liking what I'm seeing from what I saw from him against the Atlanta game.
Right.
So I was a little disappointed when I heard that he wasn't able to play tonight. That he wasn't in the lineup. So
yeah, it's a 2-way contract. It's all right though. They got to use him sparingly. It's all right.
And like I said, I would rather have had him than Noel. So
Tibbs, right?
He saw Tibbs didn't even play him that much. You know what I'm saying? He went out there. You know what I'm saying? And Noel has a brace on his knee now. So I'm like, man, he's not even 100% out there giving it, what he can, and that's just not good enough. If you're not going to give us rim protection, then what else are you going to give us?
Right, because there ain't no points. So
definitely no points.
There ain't no points, and you can't. Like I said, I mean, it's good to have defensive players though, but I don't know, man. I don't know in today's NBA. I don't know if I'd rather have a defensive liability or offensive. I don't know if I'd rather have a bucket out there or what, man. I really don't know,
Yeah, a little bit of both at least. You know what I'm saying? Don't be having Matador defense out there. Olay, then lay an egg on offense too. You know what I'm saying? Now you're useless. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, just be competent. At least just be competent. And give us energy. You know what I'm saying? And give us hustle. And try to just keep the guy in front of you. That's all we're really asking. We're not asking you to, what I'm saying, get 3 steals and or be in the passing lanes and getting steals that way, or but overall though, I mean, if you were to point the finger, who's to blame? What would you say was today? Yeah.
I can't really point at nobody. If I got to nitpick, I'm gonna say Randall's attitude. But I mean, Randall did have a good game. I'll give him his props, give him his flowers for that. But his attitude, his emotions, you're the leader of this team. You can't be emotional. You got to be the most mature, the most. Parrish Douglas said the refs. Yeah, I agree with that too, though. I think this is a game where you can play the refs. I think the Knicks played tough as they could, man. This is a hard-fought game, man. So I do blame the refs for that little cheap call, man, because I'm trying to find out the stat on how many fouls they got tonight. How many times they went to the line as well. They was on the whistle from the tip off. Just the little petty calls. It was just horrible. I don't know if the refs were scared tonight because they was in Brooklyn or what, man.
We had 21 fouls and they had 14.
21 fouls and they had 14?
Yeah.
How many free throw attempts? I really can't make excuses.
They made 22 out of 25 free throws.
How many?
And we were 11 out of 12.
So there you go. Double the free throws.
Yep.
Double the free throws. Yeah, they was at the line. So they was at the line 25 times. That's things like that is horrible. That is horrible in the NBA, but it gets overlooked because there's so many games. It's like whatever. Things like that is horrible. And if they didn't blow the whistle for them all these times, I saw Tibbs very mad today too. Tibbs was very mad. He was not having that today. I don't blame him. But that just is horrible. You can't blow the whistle like that, This is a man's game, You just can't be doing it, man. Those are petty calls, Let them play, man. The ref told me that he's bigger than them, getting affected by it.
How they think y'all are too short over there blowing the whistle?
Too short, yeah. Blow the whistle. Need to be the most important need this team still has a franchise. I could agree with that, Kaiser. So I don't even know about point guard anymore, man. I mean, we do need a point guard, but at this point, I just want to see some wing defenders in here, man. Some dogs, some guys that's gonna just energize this team, man. I need some dogs in here, man. I mean, I need a point guard too, but I'm just tired of all the point guard stuff. I'm just tired of it by now. I lost hope, man, because it's like, is the team going to get one or what? You also got to go about.
That was our number one need in free agency. That was our number one need.
Matter of fact, we have one. I'm not even thinking about point guard anymore. I'm sorry. We have a young one. It's a matter of if Tibbs plays him. I think McBride is ready. I think he's ready to get some type of time. The only way for him to get to learn is to throw him out there. You don't hold him, redshirt him. Throw him out there.
Have you been watching him in the G League?
I have. I like McBride since college, man. Since WVU. I loved him since college, yo. Loved him since college. He was a great defender in college, everything.
Yeah, I've just seen from summer league, you know what I'm saying, and I was really impressed with his defense, you know what I'm saying, and his poise. But that's going up against your own peers and not true NBA talent. So I mean, they must know something in order for him to go to the G League, and you know what I'm saying. But I just haven't been watching any of the G League, so I couldn't. That's why I asked you of how you think he's been doing, and so you think he's the future, huh?
He's been great. He should be the future. Him behind IQ. So I like that guy. If you want me to talk about the Knicks' future, I like Roku. Roku is solid. I think he's getting his experience. And I'm ready for Grimes to get thrown out there, man. Throw Grimes out there. RJ might be out for a while with protocol. He might actually be sick, so he might be out for a little while. Throw Grimes out there, man. Grimes, give that man. You gotta throw out who's available, man. Only way for him to learn is to throw him out. Come on, it's the only way, yeah.
Yeah, but that when they threw him out there and Fournier out there with Randall and
we freezing.
I was like, oh my gosh, like there's no ball handlers out there because Grimes ain't really a ball handler. You know what I'm saying? So that's why the game went stagnant at that point. He's more of a spot up. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to take you off the bounce. So it depends on what lineups out there with him. You know what I'm saying.
Right.
Yeah, but I hear you though. Like in situational moments, I would give him
right. I mean, Grimes
more playing time. But go ahead.
Yeah, Grimes. I mean, Grimes put on the deck a little something. He makes a very good pass every now and then. Grimes, I think we got to throw him in the fire to see what he got, but he does have an overall good game. He just has to get thrown out there. That's just my opinion. That's on coach, and he has to learn the NBA game. And I think he'll be ready for it. Same thing with McBride. Throw him out there and get him ready for it. You know what I mean? I don't know. We'll see. See.
So what lineups would you like to see though? You know what I'm saying? What lineup?
Definitely me. I would love to see the youngins play together or get thrown in there with some of the vets. But I would love to see the youngins because, I mean, the NBA game, it's about running right now. Of course, it's about running and experience, but it's about running. You got to be able to run. You got athletes. You got young athletes. And a lot of these young athletes can ball, man. So I want to see a lot of these young dudes. Me, I would say one lineup I would love to see, though. I would love to see Grimes and McBride together because they're both good defenders and they can cause a lot of havoc in a backcourt. I would like to see. I even thought about this. I would like to see a McBride, Grimes, RJ, maybe Obi, maybe Randall, and a Mitch lineup or Noel lineup. I would like to see that. We have the rim protection, got some perimeter defense, you got some backcourt defense, you got some scoring. I would love to see that, yo. Just that would be solid. That'd be real solid. You can make RJ the playmaker if you don't want McBride to be the playmaker. Or Randall. You got Randall, so hey. It mix up defense or offense. That's what I would do, but it's up to Tibbs, man. It's up to Tibbs. McBride got to play soon, though. Soon enough.
So you would throw that lineup against Chicago on Thursday?
I would throw. Well, I don't know if RJ's Thing is, I don't know if RJ's playing because if he's sick, but I would definitely have Grimes on DeRozan or Levine. I would have him harassing one of them. McBride, I can't speak if he would even get time. It'll be good to have him out there though. He could probably irritate DeRozan. He could probably irritate them too because he can play bigger than. He's another guy that can play bigger than his size. Another guy with the wingspan to do it. He has a wingspan. He has a lateral movement to do it, man. So it'd be good to see them irritate guys, and they can shoot. These guys can shoot. I mean, you never know what you got till you throw them out there. So, all right.
Yeah. So how's Chicago looking right now?
Chicago looks. It's funny. They lost to the Rockets. I clown my boy for this. Yeah.
I can't be laughing. We lost to the Magic twice. So.
We lost to the Magic twice, yeah. But I clown my boy for this because he's from Chicago, man. And I mean, they lost to the Rockets. I don't know how that happened, but Chicago, they look solid, man. They look solid. They beat us. We beat them. This is a little tiebreaker right here. I think after this game we could beat them because we played hard against a good team. I mean, Brooklyn. I don't know. Brooklyn's not the same. They'll probably get it together, but we look good against Brooklyn tonight. We fought. If we play how we played tonight, not a lot of teams could beat us. Not a lot, Not a lot.
But the Bulls have that stretch five with Vucevic or so that eliminates your rim protection by taking Mitch out there. You know what I'm saying? And he needs to be better at falling for those pump fakes. You know what I'm saying? Just stay grounded. Like in tonight's game, if he would just stayed grounded and put his hands up, then he wouldn't have got called for that foul. He's 7'1" with that wingspan. You know what I'm saying? Like all you got to do is stand up tall. And the guy wasn't even at the restricted line, so he was far away from the rim at that point where it would have been a difficult shot anyways. You know what I'm saying? Just take that risk. You know what I'm saying? Like the referee's already giving you the calls. You know what I'm saying at that point. But
right, James Johnson's not scoring nothing, man. He's not scoring. He's not crafty like that. He's not a bucket. He's not going to do nothing. He's not a threat. Just put your hand up, man. James Johnson ain't doing nothing, man. But I mean, Mitch, at the same time, I'm looking at him. He kind of was also like, he had Aldridge on his back too. Not really on his back, but Aldridge kind of gave him like a little bump, like a little push with the arm there, man. It's like, come on, man. Like, how you gonna call that nothing on Aldridge? Like, come on, man. The NBA is just. I mean, some of the calls are just ridiculous, man. I can see that one on the refs. Randall has to be better ways to do it.
You know what I'm saying? It's home court advantage. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, I mean, but that's what they say, though. You know what I'm saying? Don't put the calls in the referee's hands. You know what I'm saying? You can't allow them to dictate the game, and you know what I'm saying, put it in their hands, because then you're gonna lose that way, and you're gonna be mad about the situation like we are right now.
Right.
But overall, though, we did all right. I mean, we got 0 points from no outs. You know what I'm saying?
I wasn't expecting that from him anyway.
Fournier gave us 13. Toppin gave us 8, and those were mostly on fast breaks and dunks. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, like I said, Quickly only had 12. He had 7 rebounds, though. He had 7 boards. D Rose had 9 assists. So, I mean, the rotation was real small. We didn't.
Yeah, it was a very small rotation, very simple. I feel like it was 8 guys, 9 guys. I think it was about 9 guys, 8 guys. Burks. It seemed like Burks played all game.
Yeah, he had 39 minutes.
Yeah.
So and Randall had 40.
Randall had 40.
Mm-hmm.
But Randall played all game too.
And D Rose had 35.
Right.
So, yeah. Yeah, he was
rock. No, Dripmore, I agree. Let him rock, yo. That man, he was out on them fast breaks. That man was out, man. Let him get time, yo. It's just It's like he's forced. It's almost like he's forcing Tibbs to play him because he's playing well with little minutes. 14 minutes, he's averaging about 14. Or 20. So 20 minutes, he's averaging about 14, 16. He's balling now. Always balling. So he's forcing the hand. I'll give him that. So hey, we need some.
I would just like to see him have some like a go-to move. You know what I'm saying? Like instead of just setting the screens and rolling on rolling to the hoop and pointing up all the time. You know what I'm saying? Just because there's times where he'll get the ball and his back will beat to the basket. He won't even look. He won't even turn around and get in your 3-point stance. You know what I'm saying? And then make the move unless he's in that corner three, and then he'll give you that little pump fake and get to the cut though. But I would like to just open up his game a little more. You know what I'm saying? And be able to take guys off the bounce though, because he was doing it though. I don't understand. He was doing it earlier in games where he'd be on the curl out, you know what I'm saying, and get a full steam ahead. And then what I'm saying, he'd run through a screen and he'd get to the cup that way.
Mm-hmm.
He's just getting a little bit too comfortable and just not really doing anything out there. And that's why Tibbs will have a quick trigger and just pull him out real quick, because it's just like, all right, man, you're not really producing. You know what I'm saying? The leak outs were nice, but you need to add something else to your game. You know what I'm saying? And that's why he'll throw in a Mitch for him at that point.
He'll get it. He'll get it eventually. Obi, he'll get it. He's gotten better this year. I think I got confidence in him. He'll get better as he progresses. I mean, what is he? He'll be 25 in March. He'll get better. He'll get better, man. Obi will get there.
Yeah, because like I said, you just see it in glimpses. You know what I'm saying? You see it one game, and then you don't see it in the next, and it's just frustrating because he has a talent, and what happens if other players don't find him? You know what I'm saying? If the Burks don't find him and the Roses don't find him, IQ, you know what I'm saying, don't find him on those oops, then that's it. Like he's not scoring in different ways. So and if you're not scoring, you need to do all the other dirty things like getting boards and or doing something else when you're not getting those oops.
Right. This team still has some work, man. Still has some work. It might be a trade coming. I don't know. Funny thing is, it might be a trade coming. However, there is certain ways you could utilize guys. There's certain ways you can utilize guys, but it's up to it's a coaching thing. It's up to Tibbs to go for it. So I guess he's making his adjustments now. He wants to win, so he feels like what he's doing is right. He feels like that's what give him the best chance. So we'll see. We'll see what's up. We play again Thursday, so we gotta see how that goes. Play against the Bulls, so we gotta see where we match up with them. Because if we are a winning team, you never know. We may see them in the playoffs. So it's good to see how we match up with them now. Last year's playoffs, we looked horrible. At least we made it, but we looked horrible. We got one game off, so that's the only good takeaway to go off of. So we got to see how we match up with pretty much every team in the East in the playoffs. That's pretty much what it is. I still don't know who can win. I don't know who could win the finals this year. I still don't know. There's so many good talent. Things could slip away. Right now, you have the Warriors versus the Suns. These are the two best teams in the West going at it. So they'll see how they match up. And
yeah, the Suns are on a streak right now. So.
Right, they just beat us, so we're part of that streak. I'm watching them now. I'm watching them now. It's a very good game against the Warriors, man. Show how they match up. Warriors, I'm not surprised they came out of nowhere again. I wonder when we play them. I think we play them soon.
Yeah, I'm not sure. So what's our schedule look like coming up pretty soon?
I gotta look again. Let me see. Let's see how we look, man. Let's see.
Okay, we got the Bulls, the Nuggets, the Spurs, the Pacers, the Raptors. I mean, it's not bad.
I'm not even excited about these games no more. We got to protect home court. Okay, we got the Bulls. Yes, Nuggets, like you said, Spurs. Okay, so we got the Spurs at home. Wow. So I don't know. Our schedule is so weird. You know what I mean? You know why it's weird? Because we just played. What did we just play? We play. Oh no. Matter of fact, we play.
Played the Hawks.
No, but we play the Texas teams, but we don't go on a Texas road trip.
I heard what you're saying. Or like just a West Coast trip, you know what I'm saying? Be out there with the.
Yeah, we play one and then we go back. It's like we travel back.
Well, yeah, because the Nuggets game is at home, you know what I'm saying? And then you go all the way to San Antonio just to come back to the Pacers. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I find that so weird. I would think we would play a bunch of West Coast teams. Yeah, like we play. Yeah, and we play these two at home. We have a 3-game homestand. Then we go back on the road. We play if I'm not mistaken, we play the Bucks and then the Warriors. We go all the way to Cali to the West Coast, come back home just to play the Rockets. Come back home just to play the Rockets.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's just a weird schedule to me, but that's why they say our schedule is the hardest in the NBA. It's probably so weird, all that traveling. That's probably why. How we get a schedule like that, I have no way. Such a weirdo schedule.
That's how they do us. You know what I'm saying? That's how they do us every year.
It is what it is, though, man. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Yes, Parrish Duggar said that Randall drove all game and only got 2 free throws. Yeah, I find that crazy, yo. Crazy. A lot of guys was driving and got hacked and whacked. At first, they let it play out. I'm thinking like they're gonna let it play out. Let it play out. Let them play the game. You call all the fouls on us. Every time I see that, when I think they're gonna let us play, we're on the bad end of the stick of the whistle. Every time, not just this season, other seasons, we've been on the bad end of the whistle, yo. Commentary, I think they're gonna let them play today. No, they don't. They ain't letting us play. We getting the bad end of the whistle. Other team going to the free throw line every couple plays. It's like what's up against the Knicks, man? What's up with all the hate against the Knicks, man? I can imagine what it'll be like when we finally do win. I could imagine the hate we'll get. A lot of hate, yo.
Yeah, because we're still over 500. You know what I'm saying? We're 11-1. So I mean, and we're still trying to figure things out. You know what I'm saying? We're still trying to figure out who's what the combinations are, what the you know what I'm saying, what the different lineups are going to be.
I like what a knock on the door said. He said Obi's frustrated when he comes out at the end of games when he's playing well. He just wants to show. I can see it in his face. I can see it, yo. He's ready to cry. He's just angry that he's coming out. He wants to be out there, yo. He wants to be out there closing. He feels like he can't be mad. That's what I say. He's forcing the hand. He's forcing the hand to show that he can. But hey, coach is gonna go with his vets, and he's gonna go with his guy. So that's what it is. But Obi's forcing the hand by playing well. That's all I can say. You leave your game on the court. You just play. Get them buckets. You get us in games. You get us. If we got a lead already, you distance the lead. All that stuff, man. All that. Hey, salute Knicks Nation. What's going on? What was you gonna say before, Sub?
I was gonna say he needs to do other things though when he's not scoring. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't be out there being a liability. We needed boards at that point. You know what I'm saying? We needed second chance points at that point. You know what I'm saying? And if you're not scoring, then that's why he substituted for Mitch because they didn't have no bigs out there. That's why I got it at first. I was like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. We're gonna go small ball. We're gonna run, and then he just wasn't producing at that point. So you can't be mad at that. You had your opportunity to go out there and do some. You just weren't out there producing. And it's one of those, trial and errors. You'll live and learn, and later on, he'll figure it out. Not everybody's gonna have a perfect game.
Right.
His stats were all just basically fast break points and
right.
But and then that three, man, that IQ hit out there, that was a momentum three that we needed at the beginning of the fourth quarter. You know what I'm saying? So I was IQ's like this. Like I say, he's my favorite player since last year, and
I give him his props, man. I was waiting for him to finally get it together, man. He was getting me pissed off, man. Just sometimes when he takes them wild shots, man.
Yeah, he's good for at least one or two of those a game. Just
so mad because I'm like, yo, IQ, and every bucket matters, yo. Every shot attempt matters, bro. You gotta take the right shot attempt, man. You got to, man. But I will say he's playing harder. He's playing bigger than his size. He's getting into guys, man. He's up in their chest on defense. He's active. I like it, man. That's what I'm saying. He got to be like that. If he wants to be the best player he can be, he got to be good all around. That's how you become the best player you can be. You got to be good everywhere, not just one particular field, one aspect of the game. You know, so IQ's balling, man. I love it. I love to see it.
Yeah, because he changed his game from last year from the rule change. You know what I'm saying? The jumping into players. You know, a lot of the floaters that he was doing.
Right.
You know, his handle got tighter this year. He's being more of a facilitator. Last year, he was just looking for his own shot. You know what I'm saying? And now he's asked to broaden his game and add the defense to it. You know what I'm saying? So he's done all those things. And you want him to take the big shots too. You know what I'm saying? To swing the momentum when we need it, when we need to take the lead. Because I think he hit that shot and he gave us a 2-point lead after that. So it was not only that. So you know, it's the momentum swings and the energy that he brings off the bench. And you know, if that was a home game, that would the crowd would have went crazy. You know what I'm saying? And we would have got the crowd involved at that point. So.
Oh, if that was a home game, the crowd would have went super crazy for one. Especially that last call at the end, the crowd would have lost it. Mm-hmm. You know how many games we lost on calls like that at home? We done lost a lot of good games at home, close games, and the fans were just, oh man. Me as a fan, I'm ready. I'm ready to fight. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm just a competitor, man. Let me stop talking like that, though. I'm not on the court, but I just hate losing, man. I hate it for my team. I'm just that type of guy. I don't like that losing stuff. I hate to see it for my team. That call was ASS. It was Machiavelli. It was. Yo, that last call was garbage. Should have been OT. It should have been OT off that 28-3, yo. It should have been. Just put your hands up. All Mitch had to do was put his hands up, but still, you could have let that call go. You could have let that go, yo. Like, come on. I don't know if they were scared because they was in Brooklyn or if they just really just had it in for the Knicks. You know what I mean? I think they just really had it in for the Knicks, yo. That's just me. I'm going to say it. Which I think they did. Come on, 25 free throws, 21 to 25. You know, come on, man. Come on, that's nonsense. Randall drives majority of the game. He's actually rolling to the basket, driving, and the Knicks only shoot 12 free throws. You know, come on, man.
And what was Spike Lee wearing at the game today? Did you see that? Like a bottle of Pepto-Bismol out there.
Hold down for 1 second.
Yeah, looking like the Pink Panther out there. Had me dying. Yeah, I just try to look at the positive things though. Like overall, I mean, it was a good game. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It was a good game. I mean, tough loss. You know, we gave them a run for their money.
Right.
Yeah. And like I said, they got two bona fide all-stars on their team and probably the best player on the planet, you know what I'm saying, as far as KD.
Right.
So, I mean, what more could you do? I mean, it was ISO 1-on-1. And he already crossed them earlier, you know what I'm saying? Had Randall drop to the floor. Was that a cross? Did he put him on skates and make him cross?
Yeah, he put him on skates. He caught Randall slipping.
Yeah. I had to rewind. I was like, dude, yeah, he did. Yeah. He tried to catch his footing and go back the other way, but it was too late after that. I was like, that's all right, Randall. Make up on the next play. But I mean, That's what KD does, man. I mean, he's just a scorer. But Randall gave him the business too, though. So I mean, it was going back and forth, back
Yeah,
and
Randall
forth.
was good. And I was gonna say that. I wanted to mention that earlier. I will say I give Randall his like I give him his props. He contested KD very well a lot. Like he was like he put his hand up very well to block to hinder KD's vision from shooting from getting good shots off. Those were I will say he closed out very well, on KD. He showed up. That's what we need from Randall. If we can get that if we can get that Randall all season, oh man, I'll be quiet the whole season. We could win a lot of games, yo. We can win a lot. We can go on a crazy win streak if we can get that type of Randall for the rest of the season. We can go on a crazy win streak, yo.
Yeah, he's gonna have to want to do it himself though, because like I
Yes,
said,
I agree exactly. That's the thing. He has to do when he plays defense like that, aggressive. He has to play that for 48 minutes, not just a couple plays every now and then sag off and let me bring the ball up, all chill. You got to be aggressive all game. You got to take control of the game. That's how you got to do it. You don't, man. But that comes with some players, man. It is what it is. Salute, Jay Boogie. What up, my guy, the closer? What up, brother? Just got out the booth. Whoa. Okay, hit me up. I know you will. Randall about to be averaging 25. No, yeah, Randall should start. He will start averaging that soon. We're gonna see. He's gonna start getting to his season average. No way, James Johnson's supposed to get that ball. It is no way. It's no way, yo. Not even a superstar getting some BS like that. Come on. Last year was a fluke for Randall. Kaiser Souls. That's the debate. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see at the midpoint All-Star around that time. We'll see. We'll see what's up with Randall, where his head is at. Randall he has to get it there mentally. We'll see what's up. That was a good Warriors and Suns game, by the way. Suns got that W.
oh, did they?
Yeah, so we lost to a good team. That's all. And what did they run all game? Pick and roll. They ran it the whole entire game, yo. Whole entire game.
Yeah, but look who they got though. They got the last real dinosaur point guard. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just don't make them like that anymore.
The last real traditional point guard that looks to set other guys up, that can read potential in other guys. He can see other guys' limits and their range, all that.
Yeah, take the mid if he needs to. And that was another thing, was that we were taking way too many shots at the end of the shot clock. You know what I'm saying? We're running down the shot clock to the end, and a couple times we didn't even get the ball off, you know what I'm saying, and get a shot off.
I noticed that, yes. I noticed that.
Like, what are you guys doing? You guys, you know what I'm saying, pay attention and
right, I noticed that a lot in the game. We didn't even get a shot, a decent
shot. Yeah.
Yeah, Schmidt is solid, Machiavelli. He's solid for them. Yeah, they got a solid team, yo. Suns might go back again. Them and the Warriors looking like out the West. Them two may go. One of them may get there. I don't know about no Lakers. I don't want to hear nothing about no Lakers. Clippers, if they was healthy, I would say. But as far as out the West, them two teams might make it. After them, maybe the Jazz, but no, Jazz ain't got it for them. Not in the series. Yeah, we don't get it twisted. I know CP3 scores. I know that. Now I already know CP3 is a guy that takes over a game. We're talking about impactful guys. CP3 impacts a game when he's out there. He can score 0 points and still impact the game. He could be a decoy. He could just play defense, get under somebody's skin, just play it smart. He could be a whole decoy. That's all CP3 has. He can let Booker go off for 10 games straight and they'll still win just because he's on court. It's just certain guys like that just have that impact. CP3 is one of those guys. I wish we had a guy like that, but
not in the playoffs. Not in the playoffs when you need him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Playoffs when you need him, he falls short or he gets hurt or something happens. And every single time it's like he's jinxed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean Chris Paul, yo, he don't got the best luck. I mean, he came through this year in the championship, but it was the mismatch. It was the mismatch of Giannis, and if you could put Giannis at the 5 against a team, they're in trouble. That team's in trouble. Bucks got tricky with it. So hey, they got tricky with it. That's why they was able to be successful. Yeah, that's what we need. We need a. That's what the Knicks need, man. We need a random freak of nature like that. Just a special guy like that, like a Giannis or something. top 5 player, top 10 player, man. We need to draft one. So that's what we need. We need to draft one. Randall ain't it. So nobody better think, oh, Randall's all special. Don't you for a second think that. He's a good player. Very good player. Not great. Very good player, but
that's why I said, like, borderline all-star, you know what I'm saying? Number Randall's a number 2, you know what I'm saying, at the least. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not a number 1 though. You know what I'm saying?
Machiavelli, no. Full sub. No. Kyrie Irving? Hell no. We don't need no Kyrie. Kyrie would not do it for us, yo. He would be solid. You know what it is? Kyrie would be solid, but we need more than that. Kyrie, I don't know how much of a head case he is. I don't know.
We don't need any more head cases.
We don't need no more head cases. And another thing too, it's one thing for him to play, but like when he's not healthy, it's like, what's that going to do for us? Bucks not coming. Bucks might come out the East, though. I'm not going to lie. Bulls, yes, Bulls are a threat to the Bucks. I can agree with that. Bulls are a threat to them. I think the Bulls can come out the East low key. Low key, they can, because Bulls they got a good coach. Billy Donovan's a solid coach, man. That's a solid coach right there. That's a good coach. Washington is solid too. The Wizards are solid too. But Bulls, so I can't even speak who come out the East and who come out the East in the East. I can't even speak on that. What team? Nets, I don't think so. You don't think so? You just gotta take one of them guys out of their game. It's over. Kyrie can't even get on the floor, so that's what I'm saying. Sometimes he can't even stay healthy. So it's like, it's one thing for him to be in the game and be a head case, but could he stay healthy? They won't let him play in MIC, whatever. Yeah, he's a dub. He's just a dub, yo. Yes, they'll probably get it together midpoint. A lot of teams will get it together midpoint. That's how that goes. Teams will get it together. They'll get their ish together. And, we got to get our ish together too. Oh yeah, Miami. Yes, can't forget Miami. Miami is a team you don't want to see in the playoff because of that physicality. Them teams, you got to fight. You got to fight. Miami will take anybody to a 7-game series, and after that, it's like sudden death. It's like sudden death after that. It's like fighting Scorpion from Mortal Kombat in his territory. It's like there's no chance. You got to hope you make it out of there alive. That's what it's like. It's like you want the tooth and nail, and it's like that's it. I can't wait till we play them. I want to see how we match up against the Heat, yo.
They had our number last year, though. They swept us.
Yeah, they smoked us, yo. Them,
yeah.
Nets and Philly smoked us. Yeah. Philly, I don't think they'll get nowhere. Maybe second round at best. Of course, you got to watch the Hawks too. I don't know. You got to watch a lot of these teams, yo. A lot of these teams, you got to watch them, man. A lot of these teams can sneak up, but the Bulls look strong. The Bucks do. And there was another team I mentioned. I forgot. The Miami. And the Wizards. I think the Wizards are going to sneak up on somebody too. It's good East. Knicks can't slouch. Like you said earlier, Machiavelli, my Knicks cannot slouch, yo. We got to step our game up now. We got to figure it out now. The East is stacked. We will get run out of the East Coast. Celtics, I don't know what's going on with them. Let me look at the Eastern Conference standings. I don't know what's up with any other teams. I don't really care, but you got to look at the NBA. You got to see how good other teams are doing. You have to know. Every game is day by day, but you got to know how other teams are doing. You know what I mean? Oh, I am here for my finger to be on the way. All right, so we got Nets at the first place. Whoa. Nets just got their win off us. We're in 7th right now. If the playoffs started, we play the Bulls today. Cavs are in 8th. Sherwin's sitting there saying, Sherwin was in here talking about the Cavs are the best. They're like the second best. They're like a good team because they got two they got their second in points in the NBA. I think Machiavelli said that too. But the Cavs are in 8th, which is good though. That's impressive. Raptors are in 12th. Pacers are in 13th. Celtics are in 11th. Oh, so it's pretty much Celtics. Okay, so look, peeps. So we're in 7th place, right? From 7th to 11th, we all have the same record. So we could end up, if we lose, we could end up in 11th. We're all 11 and 10. Knicks, Cavs, Sixers, and Hawks, and Celtics. So that's 5 teams. Whoa, 1, 2, 3. That's 5 teams with the same record. See, that's what I'm saying. That's how the East Coast is right now. 11 and 10. So we lose our next game. We Could be in 11th or 12th, yo. Just like that.
Just like last year.
Huh?
Just like last year.
Yeah. Well, last year we got it together though. We got it together pretty well. We went on a good run. We solidified.
Only one game separated us from the 4th seed to the 6th seed, though.
It was the Hawks, right?
Yeah, from 4 to 6. So that's what I'm saying.
So the Celtics is trash. Yeah, Celtics is trash. They trash this year. Well, let me not say that because teams could get it. Like I said, teams could get it together. I think Jaylen Brown was out for a little minute. Can't remember. Teams will get it together. They'll pick it up. Wizards is solid. Also, the Wizards and the from third to the 5th seed, they have the same record. And the Hornets are 13-10. And we got to win 2 games to catch up to them. We just man. It's gonna be a fun year, man. It's gonna be a fun year. Celtics gonna finish 8th. They might. Celtics might finish 8th. They probably will. They'll mess around and finish. Sixers might not make it. They might not. Hawks, between the Hawks or Celtics could finish 8th. Raptors probably just don't got it this year because they're not healthy. They're not fully healthy. So forget them. But who's to say they can't pick it up? The Hawks or Celtics could finish 8th. I think the Knicks could finish 7th or 6th. But that depends. At best we're gonna finish 7th or 8th. That's my opinion. The Hornets got to lose some more games between the 6th to 8th. That's our ceiling, Scotty Barnes is a good pick. However, I don't know if it's enough because Siakam's out. I think Siakam's still out for them. The other guys is good. They're a very good team, though. We don't match up with them well. We got smoked by them. So yeah, they in rebuild mode, but they got a solid team. Very solid team, So I'm watching them. I'm watching them heavy.
Yeah, it's still early though. You know what I'm saying? It's still early.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What does it say? Yeah. Jason Tatum. What did he say? Just Tatum's a little better. Celtics need to move Jaylen Brown for Dan. They smart, but they're not going to bring it up. It's me. He and Tatum. They are alike in the sense of that mid-range game. Yeah, they're similar in the sense of their game. Brown may have a little more athleticism, but so does Tatum. Both solid defenders. Tatum's probably the better defender, but Jaylen Brown's probably the better defender. I like Jaylen Brown more. That's just me. I thought I would like Tatum more, but shoot, we need them guys. That's what we need on this team. We need a special guy, man. Celtics may blow it up. We got to watch them. I would love to get Marcus Smart somehow. I would love to get a Marcus Smart from their team. No one else. Him or Jaylen Brown. That's it.
They're not going to trade to a rival.
That's what I'm thinking too. They're not going to trade to a rival. And I don't know. Like the thing is, when the Magic and Celtics traded last year on the deadline, we needed to be in the mix of that because you know how these things go. They have domino effects. You know what I mean? It's domino effects because these guys they get traded. Teams take the risk. They make a trade. The guy plays for the new team. He likes the new team. So when free agency comes, if they're in their contract year, they sit here. Oh, I like this team. And the team tries to re-sign them. Or they like what's going on with the team. They like the direction. Next thing you know, they balling out for that team a year later. Why? Because that team made the trade for them. That team showed they wanted them, and they got time with them to play. They got time. The player got time to get adjusted to that city, to that scenery. It happens every time, and that's why the Knicks. We watch guys get traded, and we sit here and we want guys from other teams. It happens to us every time, and it sucks.
Like Fournier and Kemba.
Fournier and Kemba. Kemba, we tried to get him before. He curved us. So,
Yeah, well, it's time to curve him. It's time to throw him to the curb.
I like Kemba, though. I don't want to get rid of Kemba. That's just me, though. I'm kind of biased with Kemba because I just feel like he's not the problem. And
what?
So Kemba, nah. He's not being utilized right. Yeah.
His defense sucks.
No, his defense sucks, but that's with a lot of guards in the league, though. We don't have.
Score. You got to score if you're not. If you know what I'm saying. If you're gonna give up defense, you got to score. You know what I'm saying.
No, I can agree with that, but we don't. Thing is, like, we don't have guys to cover up his deficiencies. You know, Damian Lillard's one of the worst defenders ever.
Yeah, but he puts up points and he carries a team. You know what I'm saying? And when it's game time, it's game time. So I mean,
but if Damian Lillard didn't have the pieces, it'd be over. What up, Freezy? Guess we got to wrap it up.
But it's about that time. So
yeah, man.
Knicks Nation, it's been real, man. We'll see y'all Thursday, man. Hit us up for the after party, man. Pull up, check in, get them likes up, like and subscribe. We got the Red Cup. You know, it's the after party. Ain't no party like a Knicks after party, man. Knicks after party don't stop.
You know it. All right, salute y'all. See y'all Thursday.
Catch y'all later.